Tonight on CTV News at 5, road construction all over the region of Waterloo. Don't expect that to change anytime soon as projects stretch into the new year. Plus, remembering Dolly Parton's persistent positivity. The research a Wilfrid Laurier University Brantford psychology professor has done, looking at what Dolly's outlook can teach us. And blasting off, a Waterloo rocketry team breaks a world record. CTV News at 5 starts right now. Well, good afternoon and thank you for joining us. First at 5. Summer may be winding down, but the road work across Waterloo Region isn't. Municipal and regional roads are still seeing major projects, with some closures expected to last well into next year. In Kitchener, King Street East, Westwood Drive and Wellington Street North are all under construction. In Cambridge, Queen Street West is closed for reconstruction, while work continues on Blackbridge Road and a new vehicle bridge in North Hespeler. The City of Kitchener says despite the delays for drivers, most of its projects are moving along as planned.
Our projects are generally on schedule this year, so we haven't had any weather impacts. We've had a couple of projects start a little later than we would normally like, and that's because of some delays in getting approvals. But generally, our program is moving along really well this year.
And while some projects will wrap up this fall, others will keep drivers navigating detours well into 2027. Now to the trade war with the United States. Ontario Premier Doug Ford today praised Prime Minister Mark Carney for making the right choice in walking away from trade talks with the U.S. Ford says the PM has his full support in standing up for Canada, but there's also a need to provide further measures for businesses impacted by the new tariffs.
That means eliminating federal greenhouse gas emission standards for Canadian-made vehicles and exempting tariff-impacted sectors from federal emissions performance standards, which together add hundreds of millions of dollars in cost for Canadian businesses that make us uncompetitive. And thank you.
Now, Ford says Canada is under economic attack and vows to continue to fight to save jobs. Kitchener's mayor says he's reactivated the city's tariff and trade task force set up last year in response to the trade war.
I think we're all recognizing that now we're going to need to go further.
Barry Verbanovic says he'll ask the task force to find more ways to source purchases locally and across Canada and to perform a new analysis to identify the most vulnerable industries in the city and to work with other local agencies to advocate for government help. Well, CTV's Karis Mabb joining me now to talk a little bit about this weather. Karis, we have those colder days and today a nice summer day.
I was saying the mornings have been a little bit deceiving because I leave my house and it's a little bit frigid. So I came to the station today in a big sweater and sweatpants, and then by noon I was sweating and the layers have to start coming off. But that's just typical for this time of year. I'm not complaining. Love the warmth, love the sunshine that we saw, especially with a little bit of cloud coverage to break that up. Looking at our satellite radar right now, you can see that cloud coverage moving through the region. We will see some rain, as you can see just west of us. That's starting to roll through. It's going to make its way to the region, but mostly overnight. Taking a look at our conditions outside right now, a warm temperature of 25 degrees, a little bit windy, not too much, good pressure, and then temperatures, as we said, 25 degrees right here in Waterloo Region, and that's pretty standard across the board for Southern Ontario right now. Low 20s, comfortable except for down in Windsor. They're up to 27, 23 up in Wyerton, but overall very seasonal for this time of year. Cool, comfortable, a great time to get outside. The sunshine is still out there. We're going to see this live shot right here. This was taken in King Street East in Kitchener, nearby the Sports World area. As you mentioned, the construction, but the sidewalk is still open. Time to get outside, enjoy that sunshine. Just a little bit of cloud coverage there, so still lots of sunshine left in the day.
Yeah, and looking forward to that sunshine, Karis. Thank you. Here's what you need to know. The Kitchener Panthers are hoping that sunshine sticks around as they're hosting the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers tonight. It's Freezy Day at Jack Couch Park, and free sweet treats are being handed out to fans 18 and under. First pitch is at 7:05. Tickets can be bought online. CTV News at 5. We'll be right back.
Download the CTV News app and stay on top of local stories as they unfold.
We go to a dramatic scene unfolding.
Customize your feed and watch live wherever you are. CTVKitchener.ca, your home for news.
Well, the City of Cambridge wants a clear playbook on data centers. City Council unanimously agreeing to find ways to regulate the rapidly spreading facilities at the local level. Mayor Jan Liggett says while data centers serve an important purpose, cities need ways to counter concerns about their footprint and ways to collect money to provide community benefits. The facilities, which are often used to power artificial intelligence, are a top concern, according to the mayor. The council decision asks the province to expedite the completion of its province-wide data center playbook and also asks city staff to review possible sites that could be compatible for the centers, taking into consideration land use, infrastructure, environment, and other factors. Well, back to school is right around the corner, which everyone's excited for, but of course there's some technology that can make it a little bit easier for you as you ease into the school year. Mark Saltzman here to talk about some of those best tech ideas. How you doing?
Yeah, thanks, Colton. I'm great. Thanks for having me.
All right, let's start off right here.
Yeah, laptops, an incredibly important decision for students of all ages, I'd argue, at least, grade 4 or 5 and up. For sure. I brought with me here the Asus ZenBook A16, one of the lightest laptops you'll find. I encourage you to lift it up. It doesn't even feel real.
Oh my gosh.
I know, right? It's 1.2 kilograms, and that's a 16-inch laptop that's lighter than most 14-inch laptops.
Wow.
And you're not sacrificing any quality or performance. I mean, it's got a beautiful 3K OLED touchscreen. Under the hood, the latest Snapdragon processor from Qualcomm to give you those AI tasks that students want. We'll talk a bit more about that in a moment.
That's really
and
cool.
Other bells and whistles. Yeah, so really great stuff with Copilot Plus baked in. So Asus.com has more on that. ZenBook.
Geez, so it's a touch screen and it still has that ability to kind of keep that computer power.
Yeah. Again, there's no trade-offs. Again, for durability as well, this material is called Ceraluminum, which fuses aerocraft-grade aluminum with ceramics. Wow. So it ticks all the boxes. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that brand.
Let's talk about this.
Yeah, this is an all-in-one printer, of course. It's from Epson. It's called the EcoTank family of all-in-one. I brought with me the ET4950. The story here is that out of the box, you get up to 3 years worth of ink.
Wow.
So black and color, that's thousands and thousands of pages. And when it is time to buy more ink, they're inexpensive bottles rather than cartridges that always seem to run out at the worst time. You don't get a lot of ink out of them. And so this is great. And it's a scanner copier as well, wireless, right? And really easy to fill up everything. So this is a great product. I have this in, it's also ideal, I think, for home offices.
Yes.
Not just for students. So I've got this from Epson as well. Really great stuff.
I think I'm always running out of ink, so just, 3 years is incredible.
Yeah, I love that. And, I just reviewed another brand's printer yesterday, and you get starter ink out of the box. That's only like 1/5 of the, this is like the full thing, which is really great.
That's amazing.
AI, so we touched a little bit on that, but hands-free Alexa Plus is now in Canada, the first country out of the US to get it. So it's the Alexa that you know and love, but a lot more intelligent, a lot more personal, remembers things about you, more conversational, and it can help students, hands-free. I brought with me here the Echo Show 11 as an example, but I can say, Alexa, tell me something interesting about the Kitchener-Waterloo region. So let's say I'm doing a book report.
Waterloo sits at the heart of the Grand River watershed, making it the largest.
Right, so you're doing a book report on, and then you can ask follow-up questions. Right?
That's really helpful. I mean, we don't copy exactly what it says.
No, of course not.
A great way to kick off.
It's verbal, right?
Yes,
yeah,
that's
so
amazing.
yeah, it's great. You can get some information pushed to your mobile device, but yeah, I love it. So Amazon.ca/Alexa Plus. And the good news is, if you already have an Echo speaker or a Show smart display, it will already work, and it's free for Prime members.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so Alexa Plus is a free upgrade.
Awesome.
Audio, very important for students, getting to and from class, hanging out on campus in your dorm room. There's a sale on the Beats Solo 4 wireless headphones that I brought with me here. So these are Bluetooth headphones, $110 off at Staples and staples.ca. So instead of $279, it's $169. Different colorways to choose from, up to 50 hours of battery life.
Wow.
And if you're into high-res audio, like you take your music seriously, you're an audiophile, you do get a cable in the box for a wired connection that gives you that lossless quality, as it's called. So you got the convenience of wireless, but got the wired solution as well. Staples.ca.
Really cool.
Speaking of entertainment, I know I got a small TV.
It's hard to miss.
Well, this is actually the smallest TV in this series. So it's the TCL QM8L series TVs from 65 inches, what I brought here, all the way up to 98 inches.
Wow.
Wall size and budget permitting. But the story here is exceptional color and high brightness. So it's a mini LED super quantum dot TV. Again, forgive the jargon soup. It just means really rich, vivid, true to life color with high brightness up to 6,000 nits, which is makes it one of the brightest TVs on the market. Why is that important? We've got all these windows beside us. You don't have to like draw, close the drapes or put this in the basement. The blinds, yeah, it can handle it. Super bright. It's got incredible audio by Bang & Olufsen. Subwoofers in the back, believe it or not.
Makes it simple.
Yeah, you don't have to buy a soundbar if you don't want to. And if you're a gamer, it's got 144 hertz refresh rate to keep up with GTA 6, which is coming in November.
Well, I know we're on the screensaver now, but we had to Crave up there, which had Troy, an older movie, but even Troy looked gorgeous just in its display.
Good point. It is a Google TV, so in the remote with a voice, you can ask for what to watch for, and it gets to know your taste, which is really handy. TCL.com. And then finally, these are all hardware, of course, but I wanted to end off on a service called Wise. It's great for students who are out of the country, like my son Jacob just started Teachers College in Scotland this week. Oh, wow. Wise is both an app and a card if you want to spend locally, but the idea is that parents can send money with very low and transparent fees. Like, you know what you're going to get, unlike some other services where you don't know what kind of fees are, or they may be hidden fees. With Wise, it's a lot more convenient. You send money to like an email address that I have for my son Jacob, and then he gets to spend on the card or the app, and it's a lot more affordable and out there. So I love that it's just transparent. Wise.com.
Even if you're not international, that's still just a great way to get that money moved around.
As a freelancer, I work for people overseas as a journalist and stuff, so it's also a way to get paid. Again, it's a payment platform overall. Yeah, very popular, doing really well in Canada. So yeah, just a few ideas for students of all ages and their parents too, maybe.
Thank you for this. Yeah, no, these are just some beautiful ideas, especially getting back into school.
I wish we had this when we were younger, right?
Yeah, seriously, all of it. Mark Saltzman, thanks for joining me.
Cheers.
Well, still ahead on CTV News at 5, the University of Waterloo team breaking records. Sending an amateur liquid rocket into the sky. Meet the local team of students going above and beyond. And here's what you need to know. The 38th annual Waterloo Busker Carnival kicks off in Uptown tomorrow night. Performances run in Waterloo Public Square from 7 until 11. The free 4-day festival features international street performers. Stay with us. CTV News at 5 continues after the break.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400. From your screen to ours. Text 10400.
Karis, Matt, back to talk about the weather, and we said earlier that it's been a nice day. It might rain a little bit later. I cut the grass yesterday. Needs some rain if we could do that.
Yes, well, I don't want to predict it, but it could be on its way.
Okay.
Beautiful outside, so the grass is going to get some sun to grow a little bit, some rain to be nice and hydrated.
Everything we need.
Look at that. You're going to have green grass by next week.
Wonderful.
Yeah. No, beautiful day outside for sure. Lots of sunshine. I'm a fall girl, so when the temperature started to dip a little bit, I was like, oh, it's coming. But
yeah, but we don't want summer to go away too quickly.
I know. Fall's not coming until the end of September, so we still have lots of time, and I'm going to take it for what it is and just be extremely happy about it. Yeah, taking a look outside right now. This is King Street in downtown Kitchener. Colton, that's the grass we were talking about. See, even that grass is waiting for some rain to come. Beautiful blue sky still. There was some cloud coverage earlier this afternoon, but that seemed to clear out a little bit. Now just blue skies. Get outside. As you heard, the Kitchener Panthers are about out to play. So it's a beautiful day to be out at the ballpark. Get out there. It's warm. It's lovely. Let's look at what that rain that we were just talking about. It's going to be on its way, starting with our futurecast. As you can see just west of us, that weather pattern is starting to move in. It's going to hit Waterloo Region overnight, really around 3 a.m. as we can see Wyerton getting hit a little bit harder than we are at that time. But it's going to continue moving through the area, mostly cloud coverage, and then we're going to see pockets of scattered precipitation pretty much over the next 48 hours. More cloud coverage, just depending on where you're located. You will see some rain here and there on and off. Looking at some temperatures across the country right now, Whitehorse sitting at a chilly 11, but closer on the west side, 24 in Prince George, Calgary all the way up to 28 degrees. So definitely feeling those warm temperatures we're experiencing across the country. In our prairie provinces, Saskatoon 26, only 16 in Thompson though, so really just depends on where you're located. Closer to home, Timmins 21, Sudbury 21, Montreal all the way up to 26, which is a little bit closer to what we're feeling right here in Waterloo Region. And over on the East Coast, Corner Brook 22, St. John's 25, and a warm 26 in Fredericton. Closer to home, as we just talked about, 25 degrees in Waterloo Region, 26 down in Windsor, and 23 up in Wyerton. So pretty standard, low 20s across the country. Overnight, 17 degrees, a little bit warmer than what we saw last night with a chilly 11. But as we saw in the futurecast, there is that chance for a thunderstorm, and we're going to get that risk of showers. Tomorrow, that risk of showers is going to continue into the morning. 24 degrees is the expected high, but feeling more like 29 with that humidex. So it's going to be another warm one for sure. Our almanac expected high of 26. I'm not sure if we're going to make it there, sitting at 25 right now, which is normal for this time of year. As we said, the overnight low much warmer than what we usually see, which is 12 degrees. Back in 1948, got all the way up to 36.1, and in 1927, a chilly 3.9 degrees. Sunset tonight at 8:08, so lots of sunshine left. First at 5 forecast here, as we can see, the showers for 24 degrees tomorrow. Overnight lows are going to dip down a little bit before they actually skyrocket back up to 19 for Sunday night. So definitely getting warm, and then we're seeing those daytime highs, 26, 25. So summer is still in the thick of it right now. We're feeling that warmth, even if the sunshine's not making an appearance early next week. We have cloud coverage with warm temperatures, Colton.
I'll still take those 20s. Thank you so much, Karis. As tributes pour in from around the globe following the passing of country legend Dolly Parton, a local expert says her impact stretches far beyond the stage. A Wilfrid Laurier researcher who spent years studying Parton's lyrics and public persona says the icon's relentless optimism and compassion provide a blueprint for compassion, one that communities can continue to practice in her memory.
The public statements that I've seen over the last day, like, it's people from very different political and social sides, and yet they're all sort of picking the same amazing characteristics of her. So it's almost like everybody recognizes that Dolly was a good person, and so it's almost like we know that's how you're supposed to be.
At 6, CTV's Heather Centerin breaks down Dolly's lyrics and answers the question, what would Dolly do? Still ahead on CTV News at 5, the Memorial Cup Tour continues. The next stop for the historic trophy this week, making an appearance at a Kitchener business, giving kids a chance to see junior hockey's prize. And here's what you need to know. Friday marks the first day of the Psychic and Crystal Fair in Cambridge. It runs all weekend at the Cambridge Newfoundland Club. There will be more than 30 vendor booths featuring psychics, mediums, and tarot and palm readers. Tickets are $10 online. We'll be right back.
Bounce has moved up the dial to 105.3. Wake up with Angie and Sarge. The music you just can't quit. Now on KW's Bounce 105.3.
Well, in tonight's Digital Dive, a 17-year-old and 22-year-old have been arrested as part of a drug and weapons investigation. Waterloo Regional Police launched Project Firebird earlier this summer. Today, officers carried out a search warrant at a home on Ira Needles Boulevard and Highview Drive in Kitchener. Our online team has you covered. Just scan the QR code in the corner of your screen or go to ctvnewskitchener.ca. Time now to take a look at our final 5 stories we're following today. Officials in Nepal say 24 Canadians are among the 400 people missing after a devastating landslide and flash flooding. A warning, you may find some of the images in this story hard to watch. Security cameras captured scenes of people fleeing as a wall of mud and rock roared down a mountainside at a land border crossing between Nepal and Tibet earlier today, burying everything in its path. At least 98 people have been killed. Houses, roads, and power plants were swept away. Officials in China's state news agency reported significant casualties. Initial reports suggest an earthquake in the area may have triggered an avalanche and caused the floods. Climate experts from Nepal said an avalanche from a glacier likely caused flash flooding. Iconic character actor and Rocky Horror Picture Show star Tim Curry has died. Curry suffered a massive stroke in 2012 that put him in a wheelchair. His longtime manager and friend said he died at his home in Los Angeles. No cause of death was given. Tim Curry was 80 years old. Tech giant Meta, the parent company behind Facebook and Instagram, has agreed to pay over $16 billion US in a settlement over a social media addiction lawsuit with multiple US states. Along with the payment, Meta will commit to daily time limits and nighttime blocks for teens, along with stronger age checks to keep children off the platform and away from age-restricted content. The settlement also requires Meta to create more tools to help parents and guardians protect their children online. A rocket has propelled a group of University of Waterloo students into the record books. They've made history for the highest an amateur liquid rocket has ever reached. The Waterloo team's rocket, named Polaris, soared more than 63,000 feet into the sky at the Launch Canada Challenge in Timmins. That's more than 19 kilometers and well above the previous record of 56,590 feet.
I didn't expect to start crying, and I definitely started crying there.
This isn't the only thing the team set out to accomplish. They wanted to retrieve the rocket too, and CTV's Spencer Turcotte brings us more on those efforts. Finally, for us tonight, the Rangers Memorial Cup road trip continuing in Kitchener today. Families at Kids Ability getting the chance to take a photo with junior hockey's ultimate prize. The Rangers are well known in the building as the Rangers' Reach partnership dates back to 2011. Following their championship triumph in May, the Rangers say they wanted to share the exciting achievement with the families they serve. Great initiative and a great chance for those kids to see the trophy. Well, that's our time. Thanks for watching. We'll have more local news coverage coming up at 6 o'clock, but first, here's CTV National News.